stuffed toys with the kids and the adults. In fact, I had a therapist fly in from another state, and he was having a hard time. He just got out of college, and no one was coming to see him, and he couldn't figure out why. And I helped him with pornography issue. I won't tell you who it is, so you won't know who it is, but it's wonderful to get over that addiction. And role play, getting over the fear of bringing people in. So anyway, so here's our little friend. And what's so cool about this little girl is she has electrodes here, right, Dad? See that? Okay. And then she has a little music box back here in the back. So if you touch this electrode and that electrode, okay, now, this works because we have the possibility of having electrical energy flow through our body. Is that a correct statement?
Oh, yeah.
Right? Then when they say don't allow a radio that's plugged in, turned on, to fall in the bathtub, I don't think it even has to be turned on, does it? Because it could actually, if it's plugged in, right? It's plugged in. And so electrical energy flows in our body, correct? So what's so cool about this, if I could have her touch it, and you got it, and I'm going to touch the other one, and then she'll touch me.
Wow.
Now you touch Sally over here. Now you touch her, and then touch me. Now watch, we can play music. Put your hand up there.
Wow.
And we can do that to the whole group. I don't
That
do that.
is cool.
You could have 1,000 people, and the doll sit away over here, and it would work.
Wow.
See, energy flows through all of us, all the time. In fact, you and I, all of us, are exchanging energy between each other, right? If you walk into a room, can't you tell the energy of the room? You can just feel it, right? Well, that's an energy exchange, because all of us are having atoms leave and enter our body all the time. It becomes even more intense, obviously, if we're touching, right? If you touch someone, and there's a lot of energy exchange. Now, of course, in our energy exchange, I don't really want to offer negative energy out there, correct? And I don't want to receive the negative energy. So sometimes it happens. So anytime you're doing something like I'm going to show you today, you do want to make sure that you ground yourself. Wash your hands. So if you use some things with your family, make sure you're at peace with where you're at. And the other thing is energy exchange. On the negative energy, if I'm touching someone and I'm trying, let's say I'm working with my child, and I'm trying to force them to change, what kind of energy is that? It's very negative. Even if they're having a problem in their life, and I want to force them to change, that force is louder and more important than whatever they're doing. Let's say they're using a very harmful drug, okay, that is hurting their body. But if the parent comes across it and, becomes a monster, well, does that help that child want to change? No. That actually makes the behavior worse. The same idea when I talked about food. When you eat food like that, that negative energy from your attitude affects your experience and how you digest food. The same when you have energy exchange between people. Okay? So you first get into a place of peace and then energy exchange. So